I've heard that you, and I've made an exquisite graphic you're going to love later on. I've heard that you, Zach of the Zolas, as I get a bit Nardwar there, I've heard that you, Zach of the Zolas, like a bit of, I don't know what you call it, professional Frisbee or something?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Super duper Frisbee club? What do they call that?
Well, unfortunately, the name that's stuck is Ultimate Frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee.
Well, probably actually, I think it's just called Ultimate technically because Frisbee is a proprietary name of a brand that they don't even use anymore. So I think it's just called Ultimate, and it's a terribly nerdy name for a sport that I fell deeply in love with in the sort of same way that someone might fall in love with Dungeons and Dragons because they didn't they had no group of friends to have kinship with. And so for me, I was really into soccer. I thought I was going to be a Premier League goalie.
Nice.
Up until about the age of 17, if you'd asked me what do you intend to do with your life, I thought there was a decent chance I was going to be a Premier League goalie, which was hilariously naive because at 17, most people are. If you're going to be a Premier League goalie, you're already playing for that team.
You're already making 20 grand a week and you're 17.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
At some point, I realized that I was like the second best goalie in British Columbia. And then it's like, wait a second, like that's good and all, but if I'm only the second best goalie in BC, maybe I'm not going to be on Chelsea. And right around then, a beautiful girl invited me to come to the co-ed practice of the Ultimate team at my high school, and I followed her there, and I pretty much switched from soccer, which was full of a bunch of guys who related to each other in a I don't know, like a very masculine locker room kind of way, to this sort of co-educational Valhalla of Ultimate Frisbee, where men and women play it alongside each other, and everyone gets to be the quarterback and the wide receiver at the same time, it's a real tribal kind of thing. So I found this nerdy clique that I joined, and I've never left. I still play it, and I coach a team. Shout out to the Vancouver Misfits, who are a team of like 15 to 17-year-old girls.
Oh, it's awesome.
And it's truly the light of my life. I actually didn't coach them last summer, and it was crushing. And this summer, I thought I wasn't going to have time to because I'm a big important musician, but now it looks like I probably would. If there will be sports this summer, I would like to be coaching again.
That would be pretty awesome to get back at it. I mean, what does it take to become the ultimate player?
Well, I'm past that now, I believe. There was a moment where I thought that I was going to play in the Olympics in Ultimate. And one day I think Ultimate will be part of the Olympics. But what it takes, honestly, these days, people actually like work out and train like crazy. So,
well, judging from the picture I've got of you, yes, you work out. One hell of a grab you're making in this picture I've got of you up on the screen.
You've got a picture of me playing Ultimate?
Well, it's one that I photoshopped. It's not your body. Your head's on it.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
Your head's there, yeah. No, I'm not that creepy. Well, I wasn't able to get... There are some guests whose mothers I've messaged and they've sent me great pictures of their sons and daughters, but I wasn't able... I didn't reach out to your parents.
Well, I'd like it to be known that it's not outside the realm of possibility that you could find a picture of me making a sweet grab.
No, I wouldn't say I wasn't ruling that out. Absolutely not. No, come on now. It's a supportive show. This is a supportive atmosphere.
Indeed. Yeah, it's. I wonder if there's any Ultimate. There's a lot more Ultimate players. If you think you would be surprised to know that Ultimate Frisbee in Vancouver uses more field time and rents more fields than soccer or any other sport. It's kind of the most popular recreational sport in Vancouver.
Attached 13 skyscrapers in Vancouver.
Ooh. I do like that.
You have to build quite a
what,
lot of safety nets, and also there have to be some kind of very.
Now, I'll tell you a little anecdote that reminds me of that. Is I was coming back from a tournament in Victoria, actually, and we were on the ferry heading through Active Pass. Is that what it's called? Active Pass?
I think so. Yeah.
And there was another ferry heading in the other direction, and we were so close that I told my team, do you think there's any chance that I could throw this Frisbee onto the other boat? And everybody said no, but I bet Mike could. So I gave the Frisbee to Mike, who was one of the best players out there, and he threw it, and God damn it, it did. It made it all the way to the other Frisbee. So there were some people on the other boat just minding their own business, and a Frisbee landed on their deck.
That is unbelievable. How do I not know this yet? Well, not that you would call me, but I mean, how have I not? How have I never asked you a question that's got anywhere near this? Think of every time we've spoken over the years, you've had to take a flipping ferry to get there, and because I always shy away from going, "How was the ferry?" Because it just seems like such a monotonous, stupid question. Like to American bands and bands that have never ever been to the island before, they'll usually bring it up before you can ask it. But I never ask about the ferry because it's just everyday part of life here.